I'm KassiDING, and welcome to, I still don't know what I'm doing here. I guess I'll just pretend I know what I'm doing until someone eventually realizes I have no idea. Sounds eerily like my actual life. Yes, that intro is still there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do things. So unless someone makes me an intro or I, by some miracle, figure out how to make one myself, that's staying. You're welcome. And yes, I'm wearing a hat backwards, indoors. Listen, my aesthetic is making poor fashion choices. Alright, I suppose I should get to the actual subject of this video. My most embarrassing story. I'm not actually sure if this is my most embarrassing story. This is just the one that sticks out the most. And I mean, it's really hard to keep track of all your embarrassing moments when your life is just one awkward encounter after another. Now, some of you will inevitably watch this and be like, that's not even embarrassing, what's she talking about? But you see, I'm the kind of person that wants to crawl into a hole and die when I say, you too, instead of thank you when someone tells me to enjoy my movie. So I guess you could say my sense of embarrassment is a little heightened. It's kind of like when they say that when one of your senses is impaired, all the rest are heightened. Except in my case scenario, the thing that's impaired is my ability to function like a normal human being, and the thing that's heightened is a crippling sense of embarrassment. Although I can also drag my body across the ground while belting out the words to Uptown Funk in front of tons of unsuspecting people while feeling zero embarrassment. So, I'm not actually sure what's wrong with me. So, this story starts like all good stories do, on the way to a health expo. Now, to be clear, I am not a healthy person. I mean, I literally ate a bowl of ice cream for breakfast this morning. Also, I'm pretty sure 60% of my food intake is just ramen. Am I relatable yet? But despite my lack of interest in health stuff, I still went to this expo, because like any logical person knows, you go to an expo for the free stuff. Plus, my best friend and her family were taking me, so it really required no investment on my part. So, I'm going around the expo, receiving free stress balls with health companies' names on them, eating food that you had no idea came in a vegan variety. Side note, I've learned that the way to enjoy vegan foods is to place no expectations on them. Consequently, that's also the best way to enjoy my videos. For example, vegan cheese. If you think of it as cheese, you're going to be very disappointed. But if you just think of it as an edible orange brick, it's not so bad. So, after a while, with both my bag and my stomach bulging with all the free stuff I had put in them, we made our way towards the exit. And that's when I spotted the scene of the crime, the booth giving away free samples of jerky. Now, I had just eaten a lot of vegan food. I was really excited for some real meat. So in a way, you can't really blame me for what happened here. I make it sound like I'm about to commit a murder or something. So I tell my friend and her family I'm gonna get a free sample of jerky. They don't want any, so they continue on to the exit. Whatever. So I rush over there because, they're waiting for me. And I grab a toothpick out of the jar that's sitting on the stand, and I stab a piece of jerky, and I start to move it towards my mouth. But then I stop because I notice the guy behind the stand is making some very intense eye contact with me. Something was wrong. Maintaining eye contact with me, he slowly began to rotate the jar that I had taken the toothpick from, revealing on the side where it said the word, used. So after a few moments of internal screaming, I slowly set down the toothpick, said, I gotta go, and scurried away, off to my best friend and her family, who were bent over laughing at me and my suffering. So yeah, that was my story. Hopefully you got some joy out of my pain. If you want to hear more of my embarrassing stories, you should subscribe, because I have lots of them, and so I'll probably do something like this again in the future. So, thanks for watching, and I gotta go.
I'm too hot, hot damn. Call the police and the fireman. I'm too hot, hot damn.